Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. We're currently playing with the Battle of the Bosporus turned on as the latest expansion. Let's get started as playing as Germany. Perfect, the game is loaded. Now where are we currently? We're currently of course engaged in a scuffle here with the Russians. So as you can see, we've actually invaded Russia quite nicely. Well, I said Russia, but maybe I should really be saying the USSR. Anyways, we got various different armored units engaged here, as you can see. We're protecting the various different borders here as well. I'm gonna keep these guys active here, keep them busy.
Angetreten. Zuhören.
And to be honest, I think that some of this could potentially go quite nicely here. At least keep that border down there occupied.
Zuhören.
Okay, as you can see, we're pushing into here. We're trying to create that little pocket here. And by having that pocket, it should hopefully allow us to really then push into there to eliminate that set of units there.
Befehle.
Okay,
Unter Beschuss.
putting a few more units into the fray there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Let's do this again. As you can see, we're trying to create more pockets here as well.
Zuhören. Ausrücken.
Push into there again. And we should see that we're pushing further into there as well.
Zuhören.
Okay,
Achtung.
let's push, 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 push. Alright, we're pushing here, which is great. We got another little pocket that we basically created here.
Bereit.
We should be taking them out relatively quickly.
Ihre Befehle.
Okay,
Befehle.
it's not a massive pocket, but every little pocket is of course helpful. Welcome. And will of course help me towards my goal here. Alright, what's going on here?
Bereit.
Alright, we're having a few minor issues there, it looks like.
Bereit.
Okay, so be it. Let's have a look down here what we can do. Alright, we're pushing into there, as you can see. That should be successful.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
We should have all the units that we need here at our disposal to be able
Ausrücken.
to support us with this.
Angetreten.
And then here, we should be able to see that we got enough units here as well.
Ziel anvisiert.
Once again to push into that particular position at that border. Alright, we're still having success here. Well, here. We're having still success, of course, in the Pacific by keeping, of course, the Japanese at bay. We're working our way towards, of course, acquiring cores on some of those territories here, like Luxembourg and so forth. Which, of course, helps us quite nicely. In terms of innovations, we're basically working on the Volkssturm. That should get us along quite nicely here as well. We're facing tremendous resistance there, it looks like.
Zuhören. Zuhören.
To be honest, I found that a bit peculiar, but okay, that's fine.
Achtung.
Let's just keep our eyes open here for whatever we can find.
Greift weiter an.
Alright. Pushing more into other positions there, which is fine.
Achtung.
Did we encircle that particular position there? Well, yeah, we're working on it.
Greift weiter an.
into there.
Ihre Befehle.
I really need to support them there, because otherwise I'm re-encircled. So what I'm trying to do to the Russians here, they're trying to do to me. Which of course doesn't help.
Ihre Befehle. Befehle.
Let's make sure we deal with these guys here.
Befehle. Ihre Befehle.
Artillery of some sort. Have I? Oh, that's from the Dutch. Okay, well, for now, let's actually allocate that to one of our units here. Later on, I'll basically start working out maybe a division of how to do that. Oops.
Befehle.
Who we're going to put in charge of that? That's a good question again. That's Mr. Wiesbaden here.
Achtung.
I think these are all fine. This one maybe should be allocated to there, that's fine.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zeigt es ihnen.
Yeah, we're fine with this one. Again, these two should be allocated to that as well.
Bereit.
Let's set these units to be working on this here.
Zuhören.
We got a pocket here, let's kill the pocket here.
Achtung.
I'll put as many of the troops in there as we potentially can.
Befehle.
And yeah, why not?
Ihre Befehle.
We're of course working hard on creating more pockets here. As you can see, we're pushing nicely into here already. Look at this pocket here, it's getting bigger by the minute.
Zuhören.
Okay, well that's fine. We're facing some resistance there.
Bereit. Befehle.
Okay,
Vorwärts, Männer.
well, let's keep this up.
Achtung. Angetreten.
Let's pick up these here.
Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Let's see what we can do about these guys there. It seems to be a pretty decent size group there. But whatever they do, we should of course be able to deal with them.
Bereit.
Let's reinforce that as much as possible. We're suffering shortages of, it looks, rubber. Right. They are not able to provide it. That's fine. So where can I get my rubber from? Great Britain doesn't have enough, it says. Where? Actually, maybe I do can get some from Great Britain. Maybe less. Let's do that. And then I get some from British Malaysia. Yeah, that should do the trick. Alright, shortage again. Right, we dealt with that now. Or we're dealing with it, maybe I should say.
Greift weiter an. Angetreten.
Right.
Ausrücken.
How do I deal with this here?
Ausrücken. Zuhören.
That one is moving. Nice. Keep the pressure up on them. Has that pocket surrendered yet? No, it doesn't look like it.
Unter Beschuss.
Alright, let's do this again.
Bereit.
Golly. Part of that is dealt with now.
Achtung.
Alright, foreign support. Is that a good one? Yeah, let's call it that. Me. Foreign legions, whatever. Not really that important.
Zeig.
But what of course is important is our ability to really deal with them here in an effective manner. Yeah, I know it's not a big pocket, but any little pocket helps.
Befehle. Achtung.
Alright, let's deal with that.
Ausrücken. Achtung.
Wow. Right, it says 95, let's see. It is indeed 95, but we have got units that are suffering from low supplies. Now, low supplies is typically caused by having really, really bad levels of infrastructure. And as you can see, lots of the infrastructure here has actually been damaged. So I do need to really start working on that infrastructure there to get that back up and running. Because otherwise I'm screwed pretty much. Okay. Now I've got lots of occupied territories here. I've got, for example, Finland, etc., etc. Free France. I've got Legionnaire, etc., etc. Mauritania. So have I got the Netherlands? No, Luxembourg I've got there. Yeah, I can basically release some of these to become, of course, their own forces, basically, or their own nations. I don't want to release these as nations. Austria, Moldova, or Republic of Ukraine. I want to keep those for now. I should really, of course, be able to do that.
Achtung.
As long as, of course, I keep on putting the troops into there.
Halt. Zuhören.
And as you will see, there are lots and lots of troops of mine in here. I should really be able to deal with these guys, particularly when they are seeing significant losses of supplies.
Bereit.
Okay, let's make sure we push them out of there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
So otherwise it's not going to work at all. We need to have that pocket free. Stalingrad is going to be a hard egg to crack, it looks like.
Angetreten.
Right, let's push into there as well with the additional tanks here.
Weiter, weiter. Ausrücken.
Golly.
Befehle.
Let's keep on pushing here. And why not? If I've got the units for it, then why not?
Ihre Befehle.
Right, let's do it again.
Angetreten.
Okay.
Achtung. Ausrücken.
Alright, let's use this as well here.
Zuhören!
Let's take that city from them, Kiev, if we can.
Bereit!
Hold on. Let's go there first.
Zuhören! Ausrücken!
Now I've got no clue why this is all unprotected. That makes so little sense.
Ihre Befehle?
Anyways, let's push into there. And let's see what we can do here, to be honest. And like I said a minute ago, we of course are creating lots of pockets here.
Zeigt es ihnen! Achtung!
Alright, that's dealt with, or being dealt with at least.
Zeigt es ihnen!
Okay,
Ihre Befehle?
this unit is pushing into there now. Because are they moving all their armies down there? There is some kind of movement happening there.
Zuhören! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
Alright, let's push here.
Achtung!
We got the units like I said earlier. Why not do it? Let's eliminate this pocket here. Hold on, what do we see? Ah, support planes. Hold on. What's happening to my airplanes? Alright, this one's operating over the Ukraine. Let's take the various units here again and make sure we allocate sufficient planes to each individual theater, so to speak. More fighters are operating here.
Befehle?
Right, this one's over Eastern Poland at the moment. Not sure why that one wasn't doing whatever he was assigned to do. But okay, let's have a look. Eastern Poland, that's fine. I think we're beyond Eastern Poland now, very clearly beyond Eastern Poland, so to speak. This one can, of course, start supporting there. Hold on.
Achtung!
Let's give this one some airplanes to support him as well. And where have I got more planes? I've got more planes here, and these are set to operate over Eastern Poland at the moment, as you can see. Which, to be honest, is not really helping. Okay, this is operating over the Belarus. As you can see, these are all assigned to different army units, which is perfect. That is ideally what you want to have. Airplanes assigned to armies because they will continuously support them. The only downside with that sometimes is you'll notice that they are not always in the best of positions, but that's okay. Let's make sure we set this one here again. We can of course allocate stuff here as well. Okay, Perfect. Let's make sure we operate again here. In terms of construction, I think we're doing a pretty good job. I need a heck of a lot of reinforcements here, isn't it? I need a lot of support equipment as well, as you can see. I have a little bit of a reserve in terms of transport planes. I don't really need to build more transport planes, so I'm going to cancel that. Here, as you can see, Fokker Wolves, I should maybe increase that to 25 if I can. Panzer 2s and Panzer 3s, they're all under production, as you can see. And yeah, we are suffering some losses there, but it's nothing that major. Okay, fine.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Let's allocate this to the... not the Goran, it's the Foreign. Unless I should learn to spell it differently all of a sudden, but that's okay.
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, let's cover part of that border here. With as much of these as we can.
Zuhören.
Now that should of course mean that they're not going to use my manpower.
Zuhören.
Let's try to indeed see that indeed
Bereit
is the
zum
case.
Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Golly.
Achtung.
It's a bit of a mixed bag,
Ihre
isn't it?
Befehle.
But that's okay.
Befehle. Zuhören.
That should most definitely not be a problem.
Befehle. Ihre Befehle.
Create another one here on this theater here in a minute.
Achtung. Achtung.
Let's make sure we basically do... Oops, not there. Make sure it is there. This guy needs an army. Oh, sorry, a general, I should say. What I can do with this little army here, I can set it along the border here up north. I don't have enough divisions for that, really. So regarding that section there. Perfect.
Auf geht's!
Now let's keep an eye on things down here. It looks like things are heating up a bit down here.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, I do think we're seeing some pressure from them back against us, which in itself shouldn't be an issue.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle.
Hold on, which...
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Really? I don't see any front line here at all being managed by these guys. That should be okay.
Bereit zum
So we'll
Ausrücken.
reduce the length of this front line here. Should make my life a little bit easier.
Befehle.
And again, I see an army here without an actual line allocated to it. So let's start allocating that line here. Once that army is in place, I should be able to start reallocating the other army as well. Right, we can of course do war propaganda. I don't want to do war propaganda at the moment. War bonds. Alright, what does that do? It reduces my consumer goods factories by 5%. Okay. I guess that works. We can of course work on improving the worker conditions. I don't think that's needed as such. This is for Brandenburg. Other regions, we can do the Maginot Line. We can do lots of foreign influence. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do here if we wanted to, which we're not necessarily gonna do.
Befehle. Angetreten.
Alright, let's make sure we take that pocket out. We did, as you can see, create a new pocket here.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, let's push into there.
Zuhören.
We'll keep that border open here for now.
Angetreten.
Pushing into there quite strongly, as you can see. We do have some supply issues here, which we will be working on.
Ihre Befehle.
Polish army, no. Expeditionary Force, that's the name of this one still. Okay. Alright, let's push into there.
Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören.
If we indeed can. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be able to.
Ausrücken. Zuhören.
Alright, let's push into there as well.
Zuhören.
Really? We should be able to take that city from them.
Befehle. Ausrücken.
Up here we do have a bit of an issue. I'm not quite sure why, but okay.
Achtung.
Let's push them out of there.
Angetreten. Zuhören.
Let's push into there as well. That won't be too long now, another 12 days, and then we should see, of course, an increase in terms of our at the moment we got 5%, and that should really go up to 7% at that point, I believe. Should give me a couple of 100,000 more at the very, very least, if not a couple of million more.
Ihre Befehle.
Alright, let's push into there.
Achtung. Ihre Befehle. Befehle.
Okay, let's try to close that little pocket there. If I'm able to do that, that would be amazing, of course.
Achtung.
Again,
Befehle. Ausrücken.
it would just be another indicator of us being able to do a good job here. Ooh, okay, so where has she been captured? Well, what we need to do here is we need to start an operation. Sorry, was that one of ours? No. No, that was not one of ours. Okay, she's still building, of course, that network there. Master linguist, oh, she's working on different things. This one is a great orator, so let's do propaganda here. So not propaganda, let's not root out the resistance. Yes, boost ideology, sorry, my bad. Alright, so one of them is basically building the network, the other is basically boosting the factional standing there. Ooh, it looks like the Russians have pushed back here.
Zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken. Angetreten.
Not ideal, but I guess it can happen.
Ausrücken.
Okay, so let's take these.
Befehle.
And move it down here and push into there. And then from there, try to push back all the way into there. I want to really deal them a blow there.
Zuhören.
And this one, of course, also should support that attack.
Bereit.
Right, we're working on different bits and pieces here, it looks like.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Right, let's push into there. That should be a relatively
Befehle.
straightforward fight, I would say.
Zuhören.
The border RB, interesting.
Bereit.
Okay, have we got anything assigned to us at the moment? It doesn't look like it at the moment, does it? So let's do the following. I'm gonna go for that particular border there. We can do promotion here. Mechanized defense, so that's defense. Okay, both of them are defense related, which, okay, well, happens. Let's go for the combined arms expert option there.
Angetreten. Ihre Befehle.
Okay, from there. I kind of want to push into there. I can, of course, do so quite easily.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Achtung.
We've only got 16. Yeah, okay, 16 units. That's fine. That should be enough for now. This here.
Ihre Befehle.
Can I dismantle the entire batch? Yeah, there we go. We got some units, or some, at least some manpower available again, which was kind of my goal. And of course, we're going to get more available in a minute, because we've chosen this option here. Alright, I got a booster on here. Are they mutually exclusive? Yes, it's exclusive with the other one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get another 3% non-discriminatory conscription. I need the manpower. I'm kind of running dry otherwise. Oh boy. Okay, so let's deal with the basics here. As you can see, I've got a pretty long queue of stuff that I'm having to work my way through here. Let's make sure I work on infrastructure always first. Shouldn't take too long, that bit of infrastructure that we're trying to recover or repair, so to speak. But it's quite crucial to basically make sure we do it. Alright, that seems to be it for now. Okay, so where are we in terms of this? We're 4 days away. That's not bad. Okay, so here we are building a nice pocket. We have now got them surrounded there, it looks like, which is of course amazing.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, they're going to suffer quite strongly. As you can see, they are fully encircled. They're suffering penalties because of that. And interestingly enough, the enemy's withdrawn from here. Huh. Okay.
Befehle.
They forget that they had a border here? I'm not quite sure, but okay. If I can push into there, why not?
Ihre Befehle.
Why not indeed?
Ausrücken.
Alright, let's take these units here.
Ausrücken.
Let's push in that direction there. Okay, I'm gonna leave Kiev as is for now. I'm just gonna leave it alone for a little bit.
Angetreten.
Just gonna see what's gonna happen as we evolve this.
Befehle.
Alright, let's push into there as well.
Abstand halten. Ausrücken.
Let's do this differently. Let's do this a smart way. Instead of what we were doing a second ago.
Deckung.
Alright. I can of course create a new country. Belgium declared war on Belgium. Interesting. Really? Okay. We're gonna gain control of Alsace-Lorraine, which I believe is this territory here, which is both French as well as German. At the moment there's lots of resistance there because it's mostly French, but once it's my core, it should make a big difference. Once the core, resistance should be futile. Alright, let's increase that by sending more there. Because yeah, that's not really helping, is it? Okay. We've integrated that. Like I said, that should now of course mean that resistance and so forth should disappear. Because we are the state owner, there happens to be a foreign claim against it. Which of course is an entirely different story. Let's befriend Turkey, I think that'll be useful. Oh, okay, cool. I've got extra factories at my disposal now. which I'm not using yet. And I thought I basically had allocated a lot of stuff to different locations. Let's work on more factories here to try to overcome those issues, so to speak. As you can see, Hungary has grown here. Eastern Slovakia. There are some factories in Eastern Slovakia, but that's about it. Western Slovakia, there is some factories there as well. Why don't I give those two to them here as well? So if I basically give them control of the Slovakias. Okay. That should make them into happy bunnies. All right.
Angetreten.
Hold on, I'm pretty sure I set a overall goal here for this. It makes sense if you allocate your units to a border, if you move stuff towards that border.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, we're pushing into there really nicely now.
Bereit zum Rücken.
Okay. What are we going to work on? Well, I would love to get some of these not engaged in here, but yeah, having Heinz Guderian there is quite useful as well, isn't it? Rocket research speed, nuclear research speed, all of those are interesting options to consider. Okay, can infiltrate the civilian administration there, which is not necessarily what I want to do. Going to ground. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as is for now. That's fine. So let's have a look at what's going on my borders here. As you can see, I've killed off that particular pocket there that we had, or that we had seen.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Zuhören.
I'll push against there once again.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Now let's keep on pushing.
Angetreten. Befehle. Achtung.
Okay, let's push, 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 push.
Angetreten. Bereit.
Right, I'm gonna get more of my tanks involved here as well.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Now let's do that push there. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I would have to say it doesn't look too good. Ah, we're on low supply. That doesn't help, does it? No, sorry, it does not help.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay. Let's have a look at our naval efforts here. These are in Senegal. Well, okay. Where have we got British ports that I could potentially use? Oh, hold on. Oh, Japan is actually invading Australia. That's interesting to see, isn't it? Wow. That is quite something. When Japan has even invaded Ceylon already. Wow. And I thought I had a good few fleet units here. Right, Senegal. Why are we based in Senegal? I don't know. I would like to rebase these to here, to be honest. So, sorry, do I need to first ask India for permission? Yes, probably. They're not going to give me permission. That's interesting. They're already in a faction, which is our faction. Okay. That's peculiar, isn't it? So here we got a interesting set of mechanics as well. Let's have a look. So here, these three. Can I rebase them? I probably can do. How big is that port? That's port number 2. Okay, let's just see how that goes. Let's keep an eye on what's going on here. Yes, we had a nice breakthrough there.
Befehle.
I want to break through into there as well, of course.
Angetreten.
Guatemala wants to send additional forces, that's fine.
Achtung. Ihre Befehle.
Wow.
Angetreten. Achtung.
Huh. Well, most definitely should not count towards our numbers, so to speak. As you can see, there is tension here. It's not massive tension, but it is a bit annoying to see that tension being there. We're using the local police forces here, as you can see already. There's a naval base there in the Yucatan, actually on both sides of the Yucatan. Plus, of course, there's an airfield already. Let's go back to our home territory. Let's see how we can deal with the enemy on the edges here. Right, nothing happening here as such.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Yes, we're pushing in against the enemy here.
Achtung.
Which I don't think is a really big issue, so to speak.
Auf geht's. Angetreten.
Alright, let's help them out there.
Zuhören. Bereit.
We're going to push into there from the different angles.
Achtung.
Okay. Cool.
Bereit.
Okay.
Auf geht's.
Alright, let's make sure we deal with all of this here as well.
Zeigt es ihnen. Los,
see if we can push into there. Should not be too difficult, to be honest.
Weiter, weiter.
At least give it a go.
Bereit.
Nice push into there.
Ausrücken.
Let's push into Gomel then afterwards.
Ihre Befehle?
Okay.
Achtung. Ausrücken.
Okay, let's go into the city there. Again, we're on the defensive over there, it looks like.
Befehle?
Different army units are moving around, as we can see here as well.
Zuhören. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Okay, let's try to support that engagement there.
Ihre Befehle.
We're doing that from 3 angles now, so basically nice width of 160.
Befehle. Ausrücken.
Alright, we can take out that city there. Basically means they got no more airfield there. Which of course makes my life a bit easier.
Zuhören.
Okay,
Befehle.
let's add into that picture.
Greift weiter an.
Alright, let's push into there as well. Creates yet another pocket here. Of
Angetreten.
course, pockets are there to be eliminated then.
Befehle. Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright. We should have some successes here as well.
Zeigt es ihnen.
Nice. We'll push into Gomel from there as well.
Achtung.
Okay.
Befehle.
Cool. Let's keep that pressure up high.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Okay.
Auf geht's. Los, ausrücken.
Alright, that is not quite what I had intended. But alright, let's push into there anyways.
Achtung. Angetreten.
Okay, let's do this
Ihre Befehle.
here.
Los, los, los.
Kharkov will fall next. At least that's the intention here. Looking at this, we are currently in October of next year.
Zuhören. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Okay. I'm going to add some extra support into there. The border here is, yeah, relatively open, it looks like.
Achtung. Befehle.
Alright, let's push into there. Let's see what we can do. We should be able to keep them away from the river, to be honest, though. Are they fighting? They are fighting
Ihre
there, isn't it?
Befehle.
I'm not sure who they're fighting against, but it doesn't really matter. As long as they are fighting. Oh, the British are trying to do a naval invasion. Yeah, okay. That, of course, is a way to break the stalemate. That Kursk, there used to be a big battle there, of course. Back in the normal timeline.
Angetreten.
Alright, let's see if we can push through here.
Achtung. Ausrücken.
Let's try to go for Gomel, and that should properly create this this pocket here that we can actually then start rolling up.
Ihre Befehle.
Alright, let's deal with these guys here. I'm getting fed up with this.
Los, los, los.
Okay,
Angetreten. Suchen Deckung. Ausrücken. Befehle.
let's deal with this here.
Los, ausrücken. Befehle. Los, los, los.
Let's get that tech involved as well there. Of course, anything I can do up here is of course welcome. Hold on, I've got that little SS army. And it makes so little sense to have them on such a large line as we had them there.
Befehle.
Right, these guys are of course
Greift weiter an.
recovering at the moment.
Angetreten.
Okay, let's push into there and let's execute that as well.
Achtung.
Don't tell me it's only one division assigned, that would make so little sense. Okay, so Moscow is there. Yes, we're fighting quite strongly here as well.
Alright.
Quite diligently, maybe I should say.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, well that's not the best approach, I guess.
Bereit. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, let's keep pushing against Kursk.
Bereit.
Let's push into there as well. Yeah, if I can cut them up off there, that's even better than doing it down here.
Bereit.
Ah, perfect. I got this pocket now cut off from the rest,
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
which of course creates some nice opportunities for me here.
Angetreten. Suchen Deckung.
Right, nice.
Achtung.
All right, look at those numbers adding up. once that pocket is eliminated, that makes my life a lot easier once again. Less Russians to deal with. Like you probably hear, strengths in numbers.
Zuhören!
Okay.
Unter Beschuss! Wieder zurück!
Right, another pocket here. Alright, that should be rolled over shortly.
Befehle!
There's no connection with the other bit of land, is there? Doesn't look like it. That looks to be an isolated bit of land. Unless I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying that it is not always the easiest. Anyways, these guys here. They are a relatively strong communist, isn't it? Let's start improving my relationships with these guys here. Because if I can get them on my side, so much the better. Anti-Soviet pact. So they did sign that. Spanish monarch was restored. Interesting, really? Okay, Philippines, we had some defeats.
Bereit! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Okay, this one here. There's nothing really to execute, so to speak.
Zeigt es ihnen! Befehle!
Yeah, we're defending over there.
Zuhören!
Let's just support the engagement here.
Angetreten!
Oh yeah, pocket is created.
Achtung!
Let's deal with the pocket properly.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
Okay, troops become available once again. Out of the Polish pocket there. Nice. Stalingrad. We're a bit at a stalemate here, isn't it? Okay, that's an open bit of land now. Not sure why it's open, but okay.
Zuhören!
Alright, we're pushing there.
Zuhören!
Let's push there as well.
Vorrücken!
Just why not?
Angetreten!
If we can, then there is no reason not to be pushing, so to speak. Ooh. Okay, so we lost a submarine there. That's not a big problem. We got lots more submarines coming up. Rubber processing, okay. I'm pretty sure we're extracting resources out of the ground. I can of course boost that even further. We're in 1941 at the moment. That's for 43, that's for 43. If I look in the air, that's for 1944, at least so it says. What else could we potentially be working on here? So what's the year here for this? This is 1940 here that we're looking at. So let's actually do the upgrade of our landing craft. That should hopefully make them a bit quicker in terms of transport and so forth as well. Let's have another look at our construction, because I do believe that we're still working on convoys, which I don't really need to do anymore. So we're not working on the convoys. At least I'll make more space available for, of course, my submarine development. And at this point I really have got the upper tier of my tank types that I've created here. So let's say that's the Panzer IIIB that we're looking at. Let's upgrade these even further. Let's put a bit more armor on there. Boost their reliability again. Main gun maybe as well. Speed at the same time. That's going to be quite expensive, isn't it? So main gun, maybe not. Reliability, yeah, I could do reliability. Alright, so that's going to be the 3C. Okay, that's a slight upgrade. It's a Panzer IIA. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because I've reached the maximum of my army experience. And if I reach the maximum, there's nothing else to work with as such. Alright, let's get that reliability back in place. So all of these have been upgraded now as well. So that was the Panzer IIA. Let's go for the Panzer IIB version now. And this was the Wespe. I can of course upgrade the Wespe B as well. Better engine, makes them slightly faster. Artillery armament, and of course then the reliability. Yes, perfect. So we're going to go for the version C now in terms of creation. All right. Research is ongoing here. Ground support integration. Nice to see that. We're befriending Turkey. Ooh, that pocket is pretty well surrounded now, isn't it? I thought it was complete, but it's not there yet. Push into there to complete that now.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Let's get more of these units into the fray.
Ausrücken.
Dutch operative was captured. Ah. Yes, indeed, we have ways of making them talk. Alright, what could I do else? Diplomatic training? Okay, let's give him some training there.
Ihre Befehle. Befehle.
Okay.
Zuhören. Zuhören.
Let's make sure we engage this properly as well.
Befehle. Alright.
Now, all of course, these should all be base. Ah, they're both out of supplies. Which doesn't help. If we're both out of supplies, that indicates I am not doing my job properly here. It indicates that we're basically not getting the supplies through because we see gaps here in the support or the infrastructure. In reality, I don't think the infrastructure was the best here to start off with. So we're really just doing our utmost to basically recover what we can recover here. Right, we got some factories that need repairs as well. Bacardi, unfortunately. So just throw those into there.
Angetreten. Angetreten. Befehle.
Alright, let's deal with this.
Auf geht's.
Okay.
Angetreten.
Alright, they're gonna give me some extra divisions, that's fine.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
Right, so this is another set of foreign units that we basically can
Getreten.
start getting on board now as well.
Angetreten.
So it's basically Bulgaria is saying, well, we don't need everything that we got here at the moment, but yeah, we're getting there. Eventually. This takes a little bit of effort.
Achtung. Weiter, weiter.
Let's just deal with this in full for now. Come on, guys. Shouldn't take too much effort. There we go. They're almost eliminated.
Bereit. Zuhören.
Right, what do we see here? Again, more stuff coming through. Shouldn't take us too long, to be honest, here.
Befehle. Zuhören.
Now let's deal with this here properly.
Ausrücken. Befehle.
Okay, Kiev will fall in a minute. Yeah, okay, we are suffering here as well.
Befehle. Ausrücken.
But that is fine, I guess. I'm still trying to create a pocket here, but I'm struggling somewhat with it.
Zuhören. Auf geht's. Angetreten.
And the one thing I'm not struggling with too much
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
is, of course, this one here. Let's build this in just a minute.
Ausrücken.
Let's try to get that corridor there. Okay, so we basically got the ground support in place here properly. And of course next could be torpedoes. Kiev has fallen, great. We're in control of Kiev now. 1941, interesting. That's a light tank, it looks like. We can go for the Panzer IV if we wanted to. For the Leopard as well, nice. In reality, the Leopard would be a really, really nice addition, wouldn't it? It's another 36 days to go on that one. But how are we doing? We have suffered... Ooh, look at that. We've suffered over 500,000 in terms of losses. But if we look at the other ones here, they've suffered 1.2 million thanks to us. Okay. Nice. So we've been able to push them back a little bit further, which of course always is a nice one if we can achieve that. is not always achievable, so it's a nice to have, so to speak. Okay, let's move down here.
Ihre Befehle?
Again, let's try to push him back there even further. Unfortunately, the British got some units landed down here,
Bereit zum
which
Ausrücken.
looks like they're gonna lose those.
Befehle? Ausrücken!
Alright, let's make sure we get the relevant units in place.
Befehle?
Assembly line production, so the cap is increased even further here. Yeah, we can do this one here. Which will be the upgrade compared to the trucks, I believe. So it's the new one for motorized. But I guess that become mechanized at that point, isn't it? Motorized, mechanized. Okay.
Befehle? Zuhören!
Alright, let's push back.
Bereit! Achtung!
I think we do need to push back a little bit there.
Achtung!
Okay, let's see. Can I widen this a little bit?
Bereit!
Let's push into there from multiple directions. I'm really trying to leverage whatever we can here in terms of this. Nice. Okay.
Angetreten!
That looks like it's gonna be a really, really nice push here towards this city here.
Ausrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Alright, let's push into there as well. Shouldn't take me too long.
Achtung!
British units, okay. Good. Right, at this point I do think I can reduce the length of this bit here. So if I see the end of that coming here.
Suchen Deckung!
Okay, so we basically got this passage here for Leningrad. Do I want to cut it through there and basically really create that breakthrough? I could as well. Okay, so one expeditionary force unit becomes available here to me. That's fine, go ahead.
Ihre Befehle? Achtung! Ausrücken!
Okay, we're creating that proper breakthrough or push into there. not leverage what we got here?
Angetreten.
Let's push into there as well.
Ihre Befehle.
Smolensk, whatever it's called. Alright guys, it's about time for us to call it a day, so it's exactly what we're going to do. Thanks again for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care, bye bye.